Black beer.
Put your right foot in, you put your right foot out, put your right foot in, and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn around. Put your left foot in, you put your left foot out, put your left foot in, and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn around.
But do any of them teach others how not to harm themselves in the first place? No, none. Mayors will promote war.
Doubt the wisdom you've imparted. Your treatise on the natural sciences seen man's very notion of the world change, perhaps forever.
Yes, only I can man's eyes to the world. But how can it be but contemptible? With mankind, you never keep the presence of mind to see the true beauty of science. If they're ever distracted by biological urges that their small minds never overcome.
Not as easy to dismiss your essays on the expressive arts. Why in them you answer for all time the question of what is art?
No one will believe those convictions. Art is a lie. Lies constructed by the artist about the truth of their subject. Lies fabricated by the critics and audience lie. As in a particular mood or financial reason represents.
Your volumes of philosophy give mankind great insight and the very reason for life itself.
And it is that very life that you speak of that clouds men's minds to the greater truths. Even when I, upon the very ends of thought and existence, as poor fools follow their own misguided paths, will they ever learn anything? Oh, my thoughts are worthless.
Now, Professor, do not jest. Your thoughts are everything to us here.
Jest? I am deadly serious. For all my life, I have deemed to provide this institution with my great mind. What have I gained in return? Nothing. My knowledge is that my contemporaries completely rely on me for new knowledge, as well as guidance.
We need your guiding light to show us the way.
I am continually entrapped by mountains of such baffled paperwork, whose only purpose is to minister to a system that perpetuates itself. And without new thought, that is all I am left with.
What do you mean? What are you left with?
You, continuing to ask such inane questions and constantly harassing me with more and more administration work that insulates me from my thoughts.
But sir...
Out. now that I know all that is worth knowing? Will all I leave after my death is my name on a few books soon to be forgotten? My own words misquoted and manipulated, as they are used by the so-called scholars, putting forward their own views on subjects that I have already written the ultimate papers on. What is it needless to think of? Am I not the master of all? Perhaps I can take this knife, slit my veins, to my life's end, sow my great works as I die. Or with even greater irony, I can throw myself from these high walls. High walls are now imprisoned and suffocated. High walls which I myself. Death be a relief from the tortures that I suffer from my mind being so great. What of this thing, death? What have I not written of death in this great work of theology, that even now is nearing completion? Very fitting final end. I'm not ready to give up a life that easily, just to discover its last great secrets. What there be this thing called life? I've written many books using life as a subject. I have taken the idea of life apart piece by piece. What does it mean to be truly alive? What do I know of the real world that lies outside? I no longer call my academic existence life. I no longer say all the words that I've written are wise. Close enough to embark on a new course of study. Haven't I already exhausted every academic alternative? And the thought of inventing a new discipline disgusts me. Where now do I turn to find the answers to the mysteries of existence? Beyond these balls and these books. Categorized its contents, kept it under lock and key all these years, so that the rituals inscribed never fall into the wrong hands. I now contemplate my new this ancient mirror. It is written that it is a portal into another world. I may now be tempted by its arcane reflections. No, it's impossible. Such a thing goes against everything that I am. Why do I feel? None before me ever had the intellect necessary to control the occult without falling prey to it. Am I to learn more? I must learn. It is my destiny. So for the benefit of mankind, I, Faust, shall open this book. For knowledge, I, Faust, shall look into this mirror. For wisdom, I, Faust, give in to the temptation of magic. Behu ansis, ures es, arcane portal, so elu tiwa sigel li, I hope and find. Manas isa, redo cres, with this laugh is my place. Rad alpilla, Dare agree, bring all earth's power, be born.
Yes, what calls me?
Ugliness confronts me.
Perhaps you got the wrong number.
Dare I doubt myself? Can this ugliness be the embodiment of all nature's force?
Nature's force, you say? Well, yes, I'll answer to that. And just who are you calling ugly? Sure, I look better, but...
Oh, of course not.
Yes.
You are saying that you are the personification of all nature's glory.
The very same. You are looking at a bona fide representation of the entire cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. And if you don't drop the insults, quick smart, and apologise, I'm out of here.
Oh, good spirit.
Yes.
I'm
waiting.
I apologize.
Apology accepted. Just be sure to be more polite to strange entities in the future.
Now, good spirit, I have a request of you.
Go on, I just knew you'd be getting ready to this the moment I laid eyes on you. Go ahead, ask.
I demand that you show me all that is good and true in life.
You've got to be joking. I mean, just how stupid are you?
I'm sorry. Is it not within your power?
Within my power? Listen, Jack, I can do anything I bloody well wanted. You just don't get it, do you?
I beg your pardon.
There is no good in nature, no evil either for that matter. The only place that good and evil exist is in the human heart.
You lie. I demand you show me what I want.
Demander, just who do you think you are?
I am Faust. I am your equal. My proven wisdom gives me the right to hold control of you and demand of you what I please.
So you think, hey, well, Mr. Faust, you can never have control over me. Undoubtedly, you can control yourself. You're blinded by your own ego. You cannot see that by trying to control nature, you're little by little destroying it, and therefore yourself.
Again you lie. Do my bidding.
Poor fool. I pity you. I shall now take my leave, but before I go, I will leave you with these words of warning. If you continue down this egomaniac path of yours, you're bound to end up destroying yourself. Goodbye.
Good. No evil. That creature spoke with a false tongue. Surely I, with my newly acquired power, can prove this spirit wrong. Good. No evil. Never have devoted my entire life to the service of good. I must state with all humility that I must be the most goodly man on earth. What of this part? Perhaps this is a shell that stunts the growth of my knowledge. Now be tempted by that which is evil and debased? No, it's impossible. Evil can never capture me in its grasp. I'm so pure. But, because I have exhausted my knowledge of that which is good, I shall summon that which is evil and learn. Gebo answers, Hilgis thou. Ewas Issa, now there's thou. Mine is the power over all. Dear Abel, would you bow to see all of life is my power? Osbert Kana, Kano now, show me the face of true evil. Whoa! This image before me be equal.
You're expecting no coward, maybe.
No, mischievous spirit. I shall wait for true evil to appear.
True evil. Well, baby, you're looking at it.
So says you. But how could a creature of such false pretense be able to bother even the smallest amount of corruption? Again I say, be gone.
Professor Faust, there's a student by the name of Valentine here this week. He has an appointment. Shall I send him in?
No, always interrupting. Send him away.
Said he's rather keen to speak with you.
No, he is keen to speak with me. I received an avalanche of correspondence from him. Tell him I've no time for him now. And that I'm in the middle of an experiment.
Hold! Hold off sending your servant away. Let me prove my work.
Intrigued. Go on.
You have received countless letters from Miss Valentine, yes?
For able years, so it seems.
Why then, you must be sure of his character.
Oh, yes. He seems to be potentially the greatest student ever to come to me. If not a little obsessed with becoming a great academic.
Well, bid your servant to grant Valentine entrance. By my eyes, I shall turn your student into a pure corruption of what he means to be.
And by this you should prove yourself?
Natural.
Then so proceed.
First, you must bid me enter upon this plane.
Very well. How do I call you?
Mephisto. As good a name as any other, and has served me well in the past.
Very well then. Mephisto, enter.
Again, the portal is opening.
Mephisto, enter.
Once more, behind me.
Mephisto, enter.
So, I have come. Now, tell your servant to send me the lad.
Roy, you can send him bound to it.
I present myself to you. Great, Professor Faust, as a student in search of guidance. Guidance as great as my potential for learning. And so I humbly come to you.
Truly you are wise as well as humble, and I can tell by your letters that you are destined to become a great academic.
Oh, thank you, Professor. It's your opinion that matters to me the most.
Now, eager Valentine, you say your only desire is to learn. Before I accept you as my student, I must ask you a question. What do you wish to learn?
I thought maybe medicine should be my goal.
Medicine, yes, and noble. To learn to cure and mend humanity's ailments. Alas, you can never teach anyone not to harm themselves in the first place. No one ultimately unsatisfied.
Well, I also have a scholastic leaning towards the sciences. Perhaps this could be my path.
I'm afraid you will find big competition there. No matter how much you learn or how much you try and share your knowledge, those to whom you show the beauty of the natural sciences cannot see beyond their own biology.
What of the expressive arts or philosophy?
Both as useless as each other. In one, others interpret your thoughts, ultimately incorrectly. In the other, you attempt to interpret and generalize on thoughts of others. There is little or no challenge in either of those fields for one such as yourself. Besides, we both know that I have already plumbed the very depths of the knowledge you wish to explore.
Of course, I would never doubt your word, but Professor, I have such a great need to learn. How will I ever find fulfillment?
Do not fear. There is a frontier of knowledge that even I have yet to explore.
Yes, please tell me.
Life, Valentine, life! Go out there and explore life. See what a wide field it is. Why, I'm sure that if you apply yourself, you shall outshine my considerable achievements.
Where will I start?
Oh, why wouldn't you use the same methods of investigation you would with any subject?
Yes. But life is such a broad subject. I need a common denominator to focus on.
Why not begin with what you know intimately? Yourself.
Myself? I am so young. And have so far devoted all my time to study. I cannot even say that I have had it.
Well then, go out there and live.
As what? There is so much I could do.
Use your intellect. Find the lowest common denominator.
Well, my mother always told me that those who found themselves dependent on addiction were rather low in common.
Addiction? Well done.
And then my course is set. I shall find a group of addicts and join them. So to begin my study of life.
I wish you all the best. I'm sure you will surpass even my greatest.
Oh, thank you, Professor. I know your sage advice, so serve me well. Farewell. Goodbye. Call me.
Well, Faust, you still doubt my word.
You argue well, sir. Perhaps as well as I. As I know that both no man on this world is my equal in anything. And of your origin, I must accept you as equal.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Now, if that is all, I really must be going. I have an appointment in a place called Las Vegas.
So wait. Now that you're proving yourself, I demand that you show me life.
And exactly what do I get out of it?
What do you get out of it? Nothing. I demand you show me life by right of my proving wisdom.
With your wisdom as great as it is, surely you can expect what I would expect in return for my services. The price may seem high, but I promise you that the reward are recompense beyond your wildest imaginings.
Perhaps. I have little money. I do have these books, some of which have been both rare and slightly valuable. You're welcome to.
Books. No use to me. Far too flammable. I had your soul in mind.
My soul? I do not believe in such humbug. But if it is meant by my soul, that part of me which is my essence, well then so you are welcome to it. It seems a small coin to pay for the price of which we get. I should be careful not to be shortchanged. I shall ask for a contract. Mephisto, I agree to your terms, in principle. But I must insist upon the deal in writing, so that we both know where we stand.
A contract, of course, just what I had in mind. I'll supply it. You supply the blood.
Blood.
Force of habit.
Very well, then let us see. I, Faust, shall, in return for Mephisto's service, in whatever I ask, shall give unto him upon my death my immortal soul. There we go.
Oh, very good. You show me how clever you are with that upon your death. Now, I shall make an edition of my own, and we shall sign.
Very well, go ahead.
My addition to the contract shall read thus. I, Faust, in return for Mephisto's service in whatever I ask, and here I shall add, except where it affects the course of another's life, shall grant unto him blah, blah, blah.
Your addition is fair. I fail to see how it benefits you.
I have my reasons. Can't just go around and corrupt anyone, you know. It pays if you choose.
Very well then, let us sign.
So, the deal is struck. I am at your service, Mars.
Again I ask you to show me life.
And so I shall. Let us begin.
gynecologist.
Right, man, I just had this great idea, right?
Yes.
Like, there must be thousands of people on the dole, right?
Thousands.
And, like, lots of them must use yellow pages to fill in their dole forms, right?
I see it every week.
And, like, a lot of the ads in the yellow pages are for places where you might need to have the proper training to get a job there, right?
Oh, yes.
Well, here's what we'll do, right? We'll get all the places out of the yellow pages where you have to be like a brain surgeon, and we'll put it all in like this little book and flog it. Like, we'll make a fortune. We could can it the dog hunters find the man.
Where do you reckon you're going to sell it?
At the source now, we could set up a stall outside the dole office.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect place for us to be caught and get a dole taken away from this idiot. Ah, he's right. Wouldn't affect me, though. I've got an education allowance.
Where are we? What is this place?
This is life.
What? Three vagabonds sitting, staring vacantly at a box full of pictures and noise.
Sure.
I see the young Valentine is in the group. I see that he's followed your instructions to the letter. There is no more need for you to prove yourself. I ask you to show me life.
So I am. I once realized life is a broad subject. And I thought, why not start with the familiar Valentine?
Yes, but what are these other two? One seems to be studiously taking information from this yellow book. See, this my students are forever copying ideas rather than having their own.
Yes, and the other?
The other seems to be partaking of a strange hose to this apparatus that obviously purifies vapor. She must be ill.
Yes.
How can this be life?
It is life by a right of its own existence. Or more to the point, a small facet of life. You must realize that even one with wisdom as great as your own cannot experience all life has to offer all at once.
How much time will it take for me to see all of it?
Oh, very long time. Almost forever.
See this? Mister, tell me this. When will I die?
That I cannot.
Will not, more like it. Planning my death, are you? So as to claim your reward early? Then upon our contract, I demand that you tell me how long I will live, and in addition, how I will die.
Dear Faust, I cannot believe you really want to know.
Tell me.
Very well then. You have very little time left to live, and you will die by your own hand.
To die by your own hand does not surprise me. I always knew that would be the way I would go. But so soon? I realize how little time I have left to live. It seems I've left my decision to live too late. Mister,
Yes?
have time enough for one more request.
Why, yes, I believe so, my dear.
And I demand immortality.
Your wish shall be granted, shall we?
Where's the TV guy? Oh, here it is. She had it. She always had it. Nothing. Absolutely nothing worth watching. You missed that documentary that the only toy to watch. Yeah, Mr. TV guy, it's easy to read.
Hey, like, I've just had this amazing idea.
Another one.
Well, you know how hard the TV guide is to read, right?
Not impossible.
I bet there's billions of people out there that can't understand it too. And I bet they get pretty pissed when they miss out on their favourite programs that they wanted to watch.
I'd seem to guess every Saturday night.
Well, here's what we'll do, right? We'll go around to people's houses and ask them what types of shows they like to watch. And this is the really clever bit. Get the TV guides early and then circle all those shows those people watch and then sell the guides back to them. Like, we'll be the most popular dudes around.
I'd like to be popular.
And maybe we'll get so rich, we'll be able to buy our own television station and just show ads of what's on the other channels, so people don't even have to buy the TV guide anymore at all. I bet we could even get a government grant to get started.
Won't work. You've got to be from overseas and a television station.
Yeah, well, we'll be so rich we can live overseas.
If you make any money, you're going to lose a dole. Now he's right. I would even lose my education allowance and probably wouldn't be so upset.
Shut up. What's on TV anyway?
Nothing.
That was on yesterday. These repeats subtle.
Give me a nice documentary.
Where are we now? I'm going to ask you to make me immortal. Not leave me to such a dank and miserable hole such as this.
Well, in the fullness of time, my dear Faust.
Time is exactly the problem. No more the lack thereof. Cannot simply make me immortal? Some kind of undivine right? Sacrificing a goat or something?
Well, the method I would normally describe does indeed require sacrifice. Of a kind. But since time was so short, I thought a more instantaneous method was required.
Why are we here?
Well, the immortality elixir, as you might call it, requires some rather exotic ingredients.
Cannot simply make these ingredients come to you? Surely it would be a trifle for one of your powers.
I already have the key constituent in my possession. For the rest of you come here. The lady of this house is a great collector of the bits and pieces we need, some of which take years to mature from.
What the bloody hell are you doing in my dreams? Bugger off before I turn you into toast! Or marinating you in that 14-degree production dining set or something!
Hold, wench! Do you, not recognize me?
Oh, master! I did not recognize you in disguise! Please forgive me! What is your wish? Am I serve, please?
Brought me to a witch. Great perversion of all the sciences that I hold sacred. I will not stand for it, I tell you.
My dear Faust, you do want to become immortal, don't you?
Yes.
Well, in the time you have left, there is no other option. Now, witch. I have need of your potion mixing skills. Do you think you are worthy?
Oh, yes, I am. My potion for passing wards is so good, some say I should bottle it. Oh, please let me serve you.
You truly are a thing of grossness. It looks like you are, if you shall.
Your wish?
I need you to make a potion of immortality for this gentle man.
But that recipe is long lost. Even I don't have it. Besides, it is still the immortality elixir requires every agent that can no longer be found on this planet.
I have the recipe as well as the reagent. If you serve me, both are yours.
Oh, thank you, Master. Oh, tell me how to begin.
Start by mixing a love potion. Then, add this. There's enough of the reagent for one batch. I have more.
Oh, thank you, Master.
Still disgusting to be in a hole like this. See, science so corrupt.
Is it so corrupt? Do you both not use the same sorts of chemicals and elements to achieve your goals? No, of course not. It's only the intentions of the scientists on which that differ.
Hey, you! Stick this!
Better go.
Master, I was just wondering.
Yes?
Well, this immortality elixir has in its base an adaptation, right? And it's a very powerful potion, and it can be dangerous. Now, I was just wondering, does a special reagent care to make love potions of X?
No.
Then when they made of yours drinks, people fall in love with the first female he sees. And that might be me. I mean, oh, I can blame spinster. I mean, what would the girls say down at the cove if I showed up with that hanging off my skirt? I've got me pride, you know.
What were you talking about?
Oh, nothing important, honest.
Faithful servant, you're just telling me of the beneficial side effect of the immortality elixir.
Go on.
That.
Well, it seems that the first woman who sees you after drinking it will inevitably fall madly in love with you.
That's a good thing, is it?
It is.
Why, yes! Isn't it said that with a beautiful woman at your side, you can accomplish anything?
I've heard as much. I suppose your plan was to have the witch here fall in love with me?
Oh, no, it's not. My mind.
Oh, what do I must say?
Then, Gister, I command that you summon an exotically beautiful woman here to fall in love with me.
I shall. I shall. Now, get back to your stirring. You wouldn't want the elixir to burn now, would you?
Master, what power has this man over you that you must see to his commands?
Oh, we have a contract. Depending on you, we must have business. Am I correct in assuming that one of the aspects of the love potion is that whoever drinks it is so enamored by the subject of their affections that they cannot tell beauty from ugliness?
It is so. What do you have in mind?
Summon to me the most vile and disgusting of your compatriots. Let Faust fall in love with her.
That'd be my sister. Look, she's really foul.
Do you think the term exotic beauty is open to interpretation?
Yes, some find my sister Maud's particularly exotic.
Go and fetch her. I shall get Faust to drink his potion.
Mrs. It's me, Marge. I've got your washing for you.
Washing?
Oh, well, we all need some kind of voice. It's clean underwear.
Perhaps you are not as deserving as I thought. Is this Marge plain?
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
Well, then she may suit my purpose. Call her in and then hide us.
Oh, come in, dearie. Leave the washing on the floor. I mean, your space like her. Never mind your customers.
Ah, Faust, quickly, drink your potion. Your beauty is here.
Wonderful thing you've ever seen?
Why, yes, indeed, my dear Faust.
But where has she gone? Let's find her. Come along.
Oh, yes, let's.
Wait! The reagent!
I decided that because of this obsession with clean underwear, you are not worthy.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Romance books again? Well, come along, Marge. We've got plenty of work
like to be getting on with it.
Oh, but Mum,
You should read this absolutely wonderful story. It's about this girl who falls in love with this man, but doesn't tell him because she doesn't think he even likes her. In truth, he's secretly madly in love with her after all.
back in the real world, people leave their sheets and clothes brushed tonight. Did you finish this morning's deliveries?
Yes. Oh, Mrs. Smith asked if she could have some more starch in her collar. And Mrs. Jones said she couldn't pay until next Tuesday.
Then Mrs. Jones can do without clean sheets until next Tuesday. I'm not running a charity here. Did you get the rest of the money?
Oh,
Mum,
yes, dear. Do you think I might have my pocket money a little early this week?
supposed to buy another one of your trashy novels?
They're not trashy, they're like a window into other people's lives.
There is nothing in them that is like real life at all. I wish I could escape off into a book sometime too, but you can't live there.
I know.
I think that sometimes you'd rather read than eat. I'm not going to give you your allowance early. You have to learn that if you want anything in life, you have to work for it. And sometimes go without. Marge, I know you work hard. So do I. If your father was still alive, things would be much different, but he's not, so we just have to get along the best we can.
It's just that sometimes I wonder if I'll ever fall in love. If I'll ever have a boyfriend like in the books.
Marge, you're still young. There'll be plenty of time for boyfriends later. Now, let's get back to work before the day is over. Have you got this afternoon's list?
Oh, yeah.
All right, I'll be back later.
Bye.
There she is in this stage. My heart must be brimming with love.
Oh, undoubtedly. Why then don't you run to her?
Although I am sorely tempted by such an idea, I shall take this moment to view her beauty from afar. Once we are together, she will never want to be far from my side.
You show remarkable restraint. What man's wonderful rushing.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. Have you come about some washing? I'll be with you in just a moment.
This seems a strange response from one who should love me in person. There I doubt the power of the elixir.
No, of course not. This beauty you see before you is obviously well-bred, don't you agree? Being so, she has been brought up to be expected to be courted in the proper manner. Such well-bred sophistication could never be overcome by any drink.
You were saying that I must court her in the proper manner, so that she can show the affection she feels towards me without losing any social standing.
Yes.
Well, then it will relieve her of any embarrassment I shall. I was in such fright to please such elegance. Mephisto, I command you to fetch for me the most fragrant flowers and the sweetest chocolates.
I go. Mere errand boy.
Well now, how can I help you?
You need do nothing more but to exist.
Well, what do you want then?
Nothing more than to watch you at your chores. Why, how you must be enraptured by me.
I what?
The tenderness of your voice could never camouflage the deepness of your affection. But before you're overcome, please let me know your name.
Gee, you talk funny, but Margaret is my name, but most people call me Marge.
Marge. Oh, Marge. Merely the sound of it transports me above all adulation. I am forever your Faust.
Well, pleased to meet you, I guess. Faust, huh?
Oh, how sweet my name must be to be received from your heart. Say it again. Say it again.
Okay, Faust. Look, Mr. Faust, if you don't mind, I really do have to be getting back to work.
Oh, please stay. A second would be an hour. An hour would be a week, and a week would be a millennium. If we were to be parted, I know I should die.
Yeah, maybe. And if I don't get this ironing done by 4 o'clock, my mum will kill me.
Here, Faust. I brought you blooms that grow on the farthest shore, and the most delectable chocolates in the world.
Here, quick. My tip? Here, Marge. Tokens of your affection for me. Why don't you show how you really feel?
I can't take these. I hardly know you.
Just know that we shall never be lonely if we're together. Such is our passion.
Gosh, thanks. I've never been given anything like this before.
Who are you and what do you want?
I am Faust, and Marge loves me.
What?
We've only just met.
Who is this woman that interrupts our courting?
She's my mum, and stop being silly. We've only just met, Mum. Honest.
The mother of the woman to whom I bring eternal happiness. Welcome on this happy day.
Marge, what is he going on about?
He just turned up here a little while ago saying all these funny things, and then he gave me these. I think he's rather cute, actually.
Do you now? A total stranger?
Well, he seems harmless.
Does he just? And what have you, Mr. Faust? What have you got to say for yourself besides how you think my daughter feels?
Careful, my dear Faust. Try and impress her with your credentials.
Why, I'm a university professor, among many other things.
Many other things like stealing into other people's houses and putting the wrong kind of thoughts in the heads of young, impressionable girls, no doubt. And a university professor too. Why, you should have more sense. What sort of job is that for a real man anyway? Now get out! I don't want to see hide nor hair of you again. Come on, Marge. You can help me with the rest of the washing.
Oh, but...
It's me. How can I overcome this hurdle that prevents me and my beloved Marge from being together? I must be breaking her heart.
There are ways, my dear Faust. Believe me, there are ways.
What are they? Tell me.
Well, it seems Marge's mother's main dislike of you is that you are a university professor. A career with high esteem, but very little financial.
How true. Go on.
She must therefore be wondering if you will be able to support her daughter in the proper manner.
Yes, but how can I overcome this block?
You are forgetting I am at your service. Has love struck you so blind?
Then
You command me to fetch you suitable riches to impress Marge's mother.
Brilliant. Make it so.
After you.
Oh, he's gone. Good thing too, we don't need the likes of him hanging around here.
I thought he was pleasant, actually.
That may be so, but you just can't go around accepting gifts from any Tom, Dick or Harry that turns up on your doorstep.
It's not fair. I'll never fall in love if you keep sending away every man I ever meet.
Your problem is that you're much too generous. You have to learn to be more wary of strangers.
Strangers? Mum, the only people I ever get to meet are strangers.
Don't carry on so well. You're great friends with Martha from next door.
Mum, Martha is 86. She's nearly blind and she only talks to me because she thinks I'm her cat. Now, Marge, it's all your fault I have no friends. Oh, there, dry your eyes. You might think I'm hard on you now. I know you'll thank me later, but you don't know what I'm going through. Oh, I do. Come sit down and let me tell you a story. Come on. When I was as nearly as old as you, I was considered quite pretty. And there always seemed to be boys hanging around me, but my father wouldn't have a bar of them. Except one. Troy Paris. He said he was a vet. My father was impressed that he had an education and let him see me. As soon as I saw him, I was in love. Oh, at least I thought I was. Troy was everything I'd ever dreamt of. Tall, good-looking, funny. And he was always bringing me gifts, flowers, perfume, that sort of thing. Everything seemed to be going wonderfully until one day he rang and said he couldn't come and see me because he had to go and see about a horse with a torn Achilles ligament or something. So I decided to rush around to his place to wait for him, to surprise him when he got back. But what I saw when I got there made my heart stop. There was my Troy in the arms of some other girl. I was shattered. As I found out later, all that he told me was a lie. The story about the horse was a lie. He wasn't even a vet, he was just some university student. I cried for days after that, Marge. You see, it's just that kind of hurt that I'm trying to save you from. If you want a boyfriend, wait until someone who does an honest day's work for an honest day's pay comes along, not some over-educated bludger like Faust. That is why I forbid you to see him again. It's for your own good, is that understood? Yes, Mum. Now that it's settled, let's get back to work. They say there's nothing like hard work to settle a restless heart. Marge, where's the item that has to be delivered? Oh, here. Bag. What am I going to do? I'll probably end up a crinkly old spinster like Martha all alone for the rest of my days. It's just not fair. What's wrong with Faust anyway? At least he's honest about how he feels. Mum said she cried for days over that boy. But when do I get my chance to cry over a boy? I'm so much more mature than my mother was at my age. I would never, ever, ever let anything like what happened to her happen to me. I must know much more about the ways of love than she did then. Read thousands of books on the subject. Yes, I am much more mature. So if Faust happens to come by, I shall see him and talk to him, no matter what, just to prove to Mum how grown up I really am. Why couldn't I be in love with Faust? I would be if I wanted to, even just a little bit. I'll toy with Faust's affections. I'll lead him on and then reject him without reason. I am not a fragile child. I am a woman of the world. You've come back.
Indeed, how could you bear to be long parted from him?
Oh, I've managed. What have you there?
Oh, I've bought both for your mother, so that she can share in the affection you feel towards him.
Oh, don't worry about her. Let's just us talk.
Okay. Mephisto, here, carry this.
So you're nothing but some sort of pack animal?
And keep watch for Marge's mouth.
Well, well, well. It seems I'm reduced to being a hound dog. I shall stand watch.
So? Well, say something.
What is needed to be said? Indeed, what is there to say that your eyes are not already saying? Why not cherish every glance?
Well, we can't just stand here and stare at each other, can we?
Why not? Does not my presence fascinate?
You are rather sweet, but I have work to be getting on with.
Well, then let me help. Am I not forever your slave?
Look at them there. The happy couple playing like fools. This object of Faust's affection disgusts me with her innocence. Though, her naivety does promise great opportunity for corruption. Yes, it will please me when she is torn from her love and her mother by Faust's ego. Misfortune is always my pleasure. Ah, here comes Misfortune's mother.
What the hell are you doing, mate? Get out!
Wait, my dear lady, wait, let me talk to you.
Who are you?
An associate, you might say. Professor Faust.
Mum's back.
Do not fret, my love. I've taken care of it.
Well, what do you have to say for yourself?
Faust is, as you may or may not know, totally enamored of your daughter.
I was afraid of that.
Now, my love, the time has come for me to tell you how I really feel about you.
And are you?
You are everything that I need, want, and love.
You see, I know what you think of Faust, and let me assure you, he is nothing like what you believe.
I can see that he is only after one thing, and don't try and tell me otherwise he can find his pleasure somewhere else.
Oh, no, on that point you are quite correct. It's just that you haven't realized his full intentions.
I am? You mean I really am?
Yes, indeed, you are everything.
What do you mean?
Well, let me put it to you this way. Faust has a proposal.
No, don't speak. I only require but one small word to fall from your lips in answer to the question that I shall ask.
Faust wishes to buy your daughter.
Will you marry?
No! Get away from my child!
Baby betrothed.
Get out! Get out!
From my love.
Get out!
Keep me from my love. You cannot keep me from.
Mom? Mom? Oh, what have I done? Look what I have done.
Truly kill the mother of my beloved mom. Oh, my heart is pained by her absence.
Trust me, it is better this way.
Better. Lynn's furbish longing becomes better without her.
My dear Faust, can you not see that you both would have ended up hurt in the long run? You are immortal now. And the only future you would have had with Marge is her dying, old and frail in your arms.
But you could have made her immortal too. And then we'd be together. Forever.
If only I could. But our contract states I cannot affect the course of another's life.
Yes, but will she be all right? All alone in the world without her mother. Surely there must be something I can do. Perhaps if I go to her, I could ease her.
There is nothing you can do, but believe me, she is being well taken care of.
I feel so powerless. Can this be the path to knowledge that I began down when I summoned you? Mephisto, what are you doing to me?
I, nothing but making your every wish a reality.
And how have I ended up with a broken heart and blood on my hands? To what darkness have you led me?
Only the darkness which life has to offer. Did you not ask me to show you life? Let me ease your vexation. Death is but another part of life. The only better way to experience it than causing death is actually dying. But now you are immortal, and dying is something that you can never do.
The acts that I am responsible for surely cannot be legitimized by the knowledge that I have gained.
My dear Faust, it is impossible to commit any crime in the search for knowledge. By your own volition, you have been able to witness life flowering all around you. Can you dismiss this achievement?
I am learning, yes. But to what extent have I sunk? This is all so new to me. Can I even begin to comprehend what I have learned of life?
You have only just begun to learn. And let us not forget you have forever to do so. Only one with knowledge as great as your own could have a hope to comprehend.
Yes, but the weight of this new knowledge is so heavy. Never before in all my studies have I ever been so overcome with sensation. My mind reels.
My. Is that the way for the detached observer to react?
Detached? I am not detached from my subject, am I? Mephisto, I believe I've found the source of my angst.
Oh, you have.
Yes, it seems that in my ambition for new knowledge, something has caused me to lose all idea of proper scientific investigation.
Uh-huh.
Yes, it seems that somewhere in the course of my studies, something has caused me to be so distracted by my subject itself that I can no longer analyze life independently. I was forced to become involved.
Your wisdom absolutely astounds me.
Does it now? I cannot help but feel that you had a hand in my confusion. Mephisto, did you facilitate the fragmentation of my studies?
No, of course not.
Mephisto, I command you to tell me the truth. Were you responsible?
All right, then, yes. I am evil.
Then know this. I shall be more vigilant in the future. You shall not trick me into trying to learn from life by living it.
I wouldn't dream.
And I also hold you responsible for the murder of Marge's mother.
Ha! You win some, and you lose.
What is this place anyway? Where have you taken me now?
Some of my followers were putting on a small show, so
I thought you'd have me up on stage, acting like some kind of performing monkey for your amusement.
Oh, you caught me again. I see I am no match for you.
Yes, you do not forget it. What is this show, anyway?
I believe it's a piece which interprets some of life's virtues.
Well, then if its subject is life, then we shall stay. But heed my warning. I'm keeping an eye on you, and no tricks.
Oh, Master! I didn't expect to see you here. Can I do anything for you? Anything at all? I'm not wearing any clear, do it? Oh, this is my sister, Esma.
How do I'm not wearing the underwear at all?
Very good.
And I never changed my socks.
Oh, it's a shame! Stop showing off!
And in the My snot to grow really, really long so I can make candles out of it. Look.
Oh, look, you're not impressing someone who knows the master alone.
Yes, please. Let us take our seats. I believe the show is about to commence.
Well, I'm sitting next to the master.
No, you're not. I'm sitting next to the master.
Enough!
I am.
Enough. You can sit either side of him.
Well, I'm sitting near that Faust bloke who's repulsive.
Neither am I.
Well, I'm not.
No, I'm not.
Yes, I guess
Sit
you are.
down.
You're a witch, I presume?
Yeah, what of it?
Though I find you repulsive,
I think you're pretty ugly yourself.
I should like to discuss your lifestyle.
Do you like vomit too, do you?
Oh, shut up. There's not even a show's about to start.
No, you shut up.
No, you.
Ladies!
Order in the court. Order in the court. Hear the charges against this prisoner.
I appeal for the prosecution. This monster you see before you is accused of the crime of murder, cold-blooded murder.
A most serious charge indeed. Now please the defence.
Your Honour, I also appeal for the defence. My client, that is to say the accused, wishes to put forward the plea of not guilty.
Not guilty. Likely story. We'll hear the evidence, if we must.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, this sad, pathetic creature you see before you was found at the scene of the crime, the victim's workplace and home. There she stood gloating over the body, and I do here quote, "Look what I have done. Look what I have done." A more revealing confession of guilt I have never heard. And what of the victim? You ask. She was but a poor and frail widow who forced to work herself ragged in the support of her only child. Certainly not strong or able to fend off her attacker. And as to motive, greed. Scattered around the body in this now carnal house, various jewels and items of gold were found. A dowry for the victim's child. The hoarding is. The motive, theft. In summary, let me paint you this picture. This parasite forced her way in on the widow to steal her meager riches. But when confronted by the victim, she fell back on her inherent animal instinct to kill, kill, kill. She has no place in our society. The prosecution rests.
Very good. We now hear the defence. The defence?
Ladies and gentlemen, the defence would like to point out that the accused is rather young and certainly not smart enough to have committed the things she's accused of committing. You see, this child is innocent due to her very nativity. She could not have done this deed. She is innocent. The defence rests.
Well, there you have it. A most serious crime indeed. On one hand, with a picture of greed and calculated evil, and on the other, a flimsy excuse of ignorance. Well now, it's up for you, the jury, to decide. Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty!
Not guilty.
Ah, the decision seems to be left in your hands. What do you think, my dear Faust? Guilty or not?
Greed is the origin of many a crime. Ignorance is never an excuse. The verdict is obviously guilty.
Very well then. Guilty.
So be it. The accused will stand. You have been charged with and found guilty of the crime of murder. You'll be taken from this courtroom to the nearest place of execution, where at daybreak tomorrow you'll be hung by the neck until you are dead, dead, dead.
no way to show your appreciation for such a wonderful show.
That was Marge.
Yes, I believe it was.
She's been sentenced to hang.
Indeed, she has.
How can she be hung? She's all innocence.
My dear Faust, she was given a fair trial. Why, you yourself pronounced her guilty.
I did not know that it was Marge that stood accused.
Oh, now, ignorance is never any excuse.
I could not have sentenced my love to death. Am I now responsible for 2 deaths? What has become of me?
My dear Faust, you look like an angel.
You look like an angel.
You walk like an angel.
You look like an angel.
You may even talk like an angel. Let's get wise. You're the devil in disguise. The devil in disguise!
No, Charles Green! No, I told you! You are the one responsible! You have caused me nothing but pain since I summoned you. Leave me!
You cannot get rid of me so easily. I shall be your shadow until the day you die. Since you are immortal, that means I have forever to torment you.
You will not. I go now to save Marge from the executioner's hand, and you shall stay here.
I shall not.
By our contract, I dismiss you. I have no more use for your lives.
Very well then. But you will be sorry. Right there.
Yeah, well, anything is better than this. Man on board.
What are you reading?
It's Faust, Part 1 by Johann Wolfgang von Goethe.
That sounds ghosty. Oh, where the eating sucks.
Hey, what do you think you're doing that? Cost me the same with 2 deals.
We're trying to get ourselves smart, are we? I'm surprised you can even read.
Yeah, I can read, not 2 nuts, I can do yeah.
Attention!
Huh? State your business.
Prelude. Give me entrance.
Sorry, mate. Only authorised persons are allowed to see the condemned.
But my heart lies held within. You must grant me admission.
And just who are you, buddy?
I am Professor Faust, known to be the wisest man on this earth, and you hold my betrothed behind your bars.
Well, Professor Faust, if you were so smart, you wouldn't just turn up here thinking you could just walk in without the proper authority, would you?
You will let me in.
No, you don't, mate.
You will let me in. I must gain admission. But how? I cannot have long to save Marge from execution. Although it pains me, I see I have not yet done with Mephisto's service. I shall have to summon him once again. Mephisto! Mephisto! Mephisto!
What you talking? Can I read you? Everything all right there, master?
I command you to grant me entrance to Marge's cell. And no tricks.
Tricks? Me? Never. Of course I'll get you in. We can't have you standing out here in the cold now, can we?
Huh? State your business.
I am the condemned's lawyer. I am here to take a final statement. This is my junior.
Oh. Not yet, when you go.
Marge?
Oh no, Mr. Hangman. You cannot take me yet. See? I haven't finished my book. It's about this man who falls in love with this girl, but doesn't tell her until he asks her to marry him, and then... Mom? Mom, is that you? You have to let me go now. My mother wants me to come home.
Marge, my love, it's me. You're Faust.
Faust? Oh, Faust, I'm so pleased to see you, but are you here to be hung too? Oh no, you must go away. Go far away. I know my execution must be soon. I can sense the presence of the devil nearby, come to take me for my sins. Oh no, you cannot be allowed to be brought as low as I am, Faust. Go, please go.
Everything all right there, Faust?
You are evil. No. You're both evil. You've always been evil. Faust, no! Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Mephisto, help me get her away from here.
No.
Mephisto, I command you to help me.
My dear Faust, I wish I could. But according to our contract, I am powerless.
What? Why?
I'll quote our agreement, shall I? I, Faust, in return for Mephisto's service in whatever I ask, except where it affects the course of another's life. And if the course of Marge's life leads her to hanging, then she will hang. And there is nothing I can do about it.
Then I would be responsible for 2 deaths. Without Marge, I may as well also be dead.
Well, if you are committed to that path, there may be another option.
What is it?
If you really wish to save Marge from the executioner, you could dissolve our contract. But I warn you, by doing so, you will forfeit any power the elixir has over you and deliver yourself directly into my hands. You will die immediately, of course.
I must then. If I were to let Marge die, my heart would be for eternity condemned to burn with the flame of what I've done already. Marge is saved by this sacrifice. And so proceed.
And away your love doth fly.
Love. It seems strange now, but I can no longer see how I loved her.
That is such a pity, my poor Faust. Perhaps if you had truly loved her, you may have found redemption. Now, you are truly mine.
Thank absolutely everybody for coming, but we just want to give a few little thank yous to a few that were involved. A special thank you. First, lighting. Please come down.
Where are you?
Come. Yes. Come. Lighting. Lighten your day. Backstage we had a very important person who's been involved with us for quite a long time, a young man called Nigel Wobbling. Can we have him out here, please? Hopefully vision some of your dreams. Another young lady was involved front of house who I have no affiliation with whatsoever. Not at all. We have a lovely little presentation here. Can Leanne Christie please come forward? Another individual has put a lot into this cake, a lot of baking, that is, or play, did I say cake? Sorry, play. So we'd like the president to come forward, a young lady, Miss Manurine. One last person to get up this, Madam Director, Miss Dana, could you come forward, please?
Lastly, order! Just making the entrance from the back.
And we hope that we have your support in the future, like next year for our productions. Thank you very much, and I'd just like to present every cast member with just a small little flower, just to be sweet. What?
Choke them, get a flower. We should choke more people.
Can we go home yet? Yeah?
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.